What is hippity hoppity happening? We got an upper body day today. We're just gonna do a workout vlog this time. So just kind of as I go through the motions of this workout, I'll tell you how it went, what went good, what went bad, if anything was disappointing, if anything was really exciting. And coming into this, I had been taking a few rest days. I have been beat up. I did a very long 15 miles on the cardio back in November. That was on the treadmill, and I haven't fully recovered from that. I took a week off after that, and then I got sick, and just my HRV's been low. I've been pushing through, and it just felt like I needed time to reset. My legs have been absolutely trashed. I've been putting a ton of miles on the bike, and so coming into this day, I felt fresher than I have in a while. I felt really good, ready to hit some PRs. And we'll see how I did. For the weighted pull-ups, I'm using 4 pounds on my weight vest. It goes up to 20. And I was shooting for 11 today. And I don't know if you guys know how exactly I operate, but I try to add a rep or add 5 pounds every week. So I have gotten 10 in the past. I'm shooting for 11. I basically do as many as I can strict, and then I will do some kipping to get the last few, and I count the kipping ones. And it seems like the strict ones and kipping ones kind of go up in tandem. So you guys will see that's 1. I don't need to count for you, but 2, 3. I like to train to failure. 1 set. 4, 5, and I've noticed big improvements with this as I go. 6. Oh, they're starting to feel it now. Look at taking a pause at the bottom. 7, 8, coming down nice and controlled. 'Man, how long's this guy gonna wait? 9. Ooh, dig deep, buddy. 10, little kip on that one. Oh, we gonna fight for another one? Let's fight, buddy. Let's go. Let's get it. Ooh, he got it. That's 11. And when I get to the last rep, I try to do at least 1 more, just see what's left in the tank. Yeah, there's about a 1/4 rep left in the tank. And then sometimes I'll do some kind of reverse shrugs at the bottom. And I tell you what, I was sore the day after this. Biceps, lats, abs. Man, I was sore. And that's just from 1 set. It's not perfect for everybody, but it is perfect for me. And I'm actually dialing back how often I work out. I was working out twice a week, 1 day upper body, 1 day lower body, sprinkling in some cardio on the other days. But I'm actually going to 2 days a week, and then the week after that, 1 day a week, and then the week after that, 2 days a week. Because I was definitely not recovering session to session systemically. You know, my upper body muscles would be recovered, but my CNS was still sapped for doing everything to 100%. And I think deadlifting 2 days a week was really way too much. But you can see I try to take my breaks about 2 minutes in between each exercise, and I try to alternate pushing, pulling, or some other muscle group, just so there's no overlap. Just helps me go a little bit quicker. And a lot of my rep ranges are pretty high, so that when I get to 12 reps on the 4-pound pull-ups, which will hopefully be in the next couple weeks, I will go up to 8 pounds. And for ring dips, I'm using this light resistance band. When I get to 12 reps with this light resistance band, I will then do no resistance band. So that's 1, 2. We are shooting for 12 today. 3, so then next week we won't be using a resistance band. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, you gonna do another one, buddy? 12. And then these are really hard to do partial reps with. So I just try to do a really slow negative on the last one. Just try to train that little bit past failure. And it's been working for me. I mean, I've been getting stronger. I've been noticing some increased muscle size. I've been training for a little over a year and a half now, and I gotta say, it's been going really good. I don't necessarily have any before and after photos, but I can tell with the mirror checks and stuff, I've been looking pretty good. You can see I got 12 reps, so I'm getting that resistance band out of there. Don't need that for next week, because we did all 12 reps. So for the compound stuff, especially like dips and pull-ups, I try to do 12 reps. You'll see with some of the other stuff, like I'm getting ready to do chest supported rows, I will do higher rep ranges with that just because I'm using my dumbbells, and my dumbbells only go up to 52.5 pounds. So I'll do higher rep ranges with those just so my dumbbells last a little bit longer. Once I get stuff like a squat rack and those kinds of things, I'll probably transition to more of a barbell chest supported row. I'm sure I can find a way to set that up, just to make it just so then the progressive overload can go further. I'm really big into progressive overload. I like those little achievements every week. They're fun for me. Like when I did the 11 pull-ups, that's a celebration. I've never done that many weighted pull-ups in my life, so that's exciting. I will say, forgive me for what you're about to see for these bent over rows. This is a fresh weight. I went up by 5 pounds this week. I was shooting for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I ended up getting 15, so I will go up by 5 pounds next week on that one. Yeah, the rows this is only my second week doing them, I think. Chest supported. Maybe the first week doing them chest supported. I'm not sure, so I wasn't sure what weight to pick. I'm not a big fan of doing anything over 15 because I just get incredibly sore. Like, sorer than I want to be. So I try not to do much over 15 reps. And it's easier to get closer to failure at the lower reps, I've noticed. So 15 is even kind of pushing it for me, but you got to do what you got to do when you're maxing out your dumbbells, You don't necessarily need new equipment. You just need to work out different with the equipment you have, right? So after this, I've got incline press coming up. Incline press, I'm shooting for 11 reps because I did 10 a couple weeks ago, and then I did 9.5, and then I think I did 9.5 last week. So kind of plateauing a little bit on this exercise, but it is a tough exercise, and it just murders the upper chest and front delts. I really like the stretch I get at the bottom of this. It feels really good. I also had somebody comment to maybe try to tuck my elbows a little bit more. So I did try to tuck my elbows to about a 45 degree this time. It seemed to put a little less tension on my chest, and a little more on my triceps and shoulders. So I didn't have nearly as good of a chest pump, but it did feel like it was a bit more stable. So maybe I could, that may be good for long-term shoulder health. I think that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I was counting wrong because I know that was 9.5. I wrote it down in my log, but yep, it's hard to do half reps on that one too. When I fail at the bottom, they just stay right there, especially without a spotter. I don't want to try to force it too much and have a dumbbell come crashing down on my face or into the mirror or onto the floor and break my dumbbell. That would not be good. And up next is one of my favorite exercises. That is lateral raises. And this one's tough too because it's so easy to cheat. You bend your arm a little bit more and suddenly you can do more reps. So I'll try to do, because it's more comfortable on my shoulder if my arm is slightly bent. So I do bend my arm a bit. And then as I get closer to failure, I'll shorten the arm more to give me better leverage so I can keep going. And that's just another way for me to train past failure. And upright rows hit the side delts pretty good too, but man, when I do lateral raises, I swear I walk around and I look like Derek from More Plates with More Dates. At least that's the way it feels. They just feel so pumped and so swollen for so long afterwards. And, that's just the way to know you're hitting the right muscles. You know what I mean? So let's count these down. 1, 2. This is with 20 pounds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and yep, so we're just doing lateral raises, getting that pump on, making it happen. A couple half reps, really make sure I'm training to failure on those because I've been doing them for a while. A lot of the stuff that I'm going lighter on, not all the way to failure, like the chest supported rows, I just started those a couple weeks ago. So as the months and years go on, I'll train closer and closer to failure on those. It'll probably be more like a few weeks and I'll be hitting the wall on those, training at actual failure. So I'm moving my bench up here. That way I can do tricep extensions. The tricep extensions are just quite a bit more comfortable, I've noticed. If my back is supported, I can really train not the stability of my core, but the actual long head of the tricep itself, which is really conducive for me to get that tension in the muscle and get a nice stretch at the bottom. And this is the last exercise that I'll be doing today. I try to keep my trainings like 5 to 6 exercises, really high intensity, short duration. That's just what fits into my life best. I really enjoy this style of training. I like pushing myself to the limits. I try to keep the reps a little higher just so it's a little safer. 1 rep maxes, 3 rep maxes, they're just a little bit more dangerous than, a 12 rep max or 15 rep max. And that's just how I've been training. I'm going to keep training like this. I'm going to post vlogs like this at least once a week. And during the vlog, I'll just kind of talk about how the training session went. All in all, on a scale out of 10, I'm going to give this one a solid 7. It was a really good training. I hit a lot of PRs. I believe I hit a PR on these tricep extensions too. So just hopefully I'll keep getting stronger and keep growing the muscles bigger. And in a few years from now, I'll look different than I do now. And that's one thing, is exercise is not a sprint. Building muscle is not a sprint. It's a long duration thing. If you want bigger muscles, it's not going to happen overnight. You got to put the years in, especially training naturally. Guys who are enhanced, they might make a great transformation in 6 months, but they're really trading years off their life at the end of the day. And I'm adding years to my life by doing lots of cardio and by training very intensely. So with that, I don't have a whole lot to say other than thank you for watching this channel. Keep following along. I'm going on a cruise this week, and I'm hoping to hit a 5K PR on the cruise, and I'm going to be attempting a muscle up soon. I believe my pulling strength is getting close, so stay tuned for that. Hoping to get a little bit of video footage for both. We'll do a quick voiceover and get that uploaded as well. If you enjoy the content you've seen today, go ahead and give a like and a subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Leave a comment below. When I get 50 questions saved up, I'm going to do a Q&A on one of my cardio sessions, so that'll be fun. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day.